just very quickly, as Christians, we need to be focused on religious freedom. Now, some would argue, well, why should we want freedom for everybody? We want freedom from everybody so they can have the freedom to choose and to change. And that's what religious freedom under the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights is. It guarantees the right of people to believe, but to change their religions if they so choose. And that's why it opens the marketplace of ideas where we can share our faith. And I believe when you share the Christian faith, that nothing else stands up against it. If we have the opportunity to present it and people have an opportunity to listen and change. So go to the website, tonyperkins.com. All right, yesterday, the Tom Lantos Human Rights Commission held a hearing on the state of religious freedom around the globe. Bob Fu, China Aid's founder and director, as well as FRC's own senior fellow for international religious freedom, he testified before the commission on the state of religious freedom in China, and he joins us now live in person here at the summit. Dr. Fu, welcome to Washington Watch.
Thank you, Tony, for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Now, I want to go to your testimony yesterday before the commission. You said this is the worst religious persecution seen in China since Mao's Cultural Revolution in the 60s.
It is. It is the worst time since the Mao's Cultural Revolution in 40 years. We have not seen this kind of level and degree of persecution. And I mean, Tony, you know this as the commission chairman and of course as the leader of FRC, that China is designated as engaging genocide.
Right.
China's Communist Party is jailing more faith prisoners, followers than the rest of the world combined. You're talking about 1 to 3 million, just ethnic Uyghur, Kazakhs, and even Christians, Muslims, in 380 concentration camps in West China. You're talking about, for the first time, millions of Chinese children were forced to even sign a form to renounce their Christian faith. And you're talking about anyone who refused to take down the crosses, the pastor would receive 10, 12, 14 years imprisonment. So this is happening right now.
And of course, the house churches, which have been there for years, are no longer, they're illegal.
That's right. So the whole house church movement, basically 80 some, maybe more, 80 to 90 million house church Christians are totally declared illegal. Their faith is declared illegal.
So is the persecution in China worse under President Xi or was it under Mao? I mean, which is worse?
In some aspects, actually, is under Xi is more sophisticated, of course, with this high technology, with social credit system, with the kind of face recognition, camera surveillance installed in every pulpit, Tony. In every pulpit, every mosques, every temples, to prevent any children, any Communist Party member, any youth league member, any doctor or nurses to attend a church service. So this is certainly, in some aspects, it's worse. But of course, during the Cultural Revolution, Chairman Mao even banned, point blankly any faith. So I just got off the stage from the plenary. I said, this is the legalized persecution.
Right. Yeah. But we're seeing trends that are showing an increase in this persecution of Christians and other religious people in China.
Yes, absolutely. We have seen the trend is increasing to the point that China Aid, we issued an annual persecution report. From last year, we lost track of. It's not because it's decreasing to number 0. It's just we couldn't count just how many who are arbitrarily arrested, how many pastors were tortured, how many churches was destroyed. So it's just we lost the count. Yeah.
Now, President Xi is up for re-election. I guess they call it re-election.
We call him Emperor Xi now. He successfully removed the term limit of his presidency and the party secretary. So he's a president for life.
How is China going to respond to the leadership here in the United States? Are they keeping them in check, or they feel like they have the ability to do whatever they want?
I think we are so. The Chinese government certainly can't. Calculate based on the U.S. government reaction. You have seen when Communist Party see under President Trump, this kind of very strong from sanctions. Take off the Chinese companies off the list in the stock market. The revenge, including you, honorably on the sanction list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's because I'm your friend. That's because I'm your friend, Bob.
But now I think they feel a little bit relaxed. But still, I think the current administration is following the similar policy. I hope they continue.
Well, it's important because I don't think we understand just from the numbers the depth of the persecution of the people in China. Christians, Uyghurs, and others that are suffering under the hands of the Communist Party.
Tibetan Buddhists, Falun Gong practitioners, everyone.
It's horrible. Bob Fu, thank you for what you do, and thanks for being here today, and thanks for being a part of the FRC team.
Thank you. It's my honor.